Hello, my name is Jennifer Bergus, and today I will be presenting to you an accessibility assessment on Target.com. So, before we begin, I wanted to provide a brief overview on what Target is. Target is the second largest retail chain in the United States. You can find almost anything there, from cat food to clothing to bedding to toys. Because it's so large, this means that it has a large consumer base, including individuals with disabilities. Therefore, it is extremely important that the site remain accessible to these individuals. This is why I chose this site to do my accessibility assessment on. For my assessment, I used the POUR principles as inspiration to evaluate the Target website. These principles are perceivable, operable, understandable, and robust. These principles are from the W3C and are regarded as the standard for all websites to make their websites truly accessible. Overall, Target did very well when I judged it against the POUR principles. In the following slides, I will give an overview on what I believe the site executed well. In my opinion, the number one success of Target.com was in the proper use of the null alt text tag for decorative images. The image on this slide shows decorative images and combined with linked text. The linked text is where the important information really is. If a descriptive alt tag was used in these cases, it would be redundant to a user with a screen reader. The next success for the site was in the use of color contrast for fonts and background. Darker colored fonts are always used on a light background, while lighter colored fonts are always used on dark backgrounds. This helps users with color deficiencies navigate the site. Color contrast is not the only success of readability. Throughout the site, a sans serif font is used. Sans serif fonts are considered the easiest to read fonts on digital touchpoints. Additionally, all caps fonts are never used to convey any information on the site. Another success for the site is in its design to avoid seizures. Seizures are caused by flashes or flickers at certain frequencies. The site doesn't really flash or flicker often, helping users with seizure disabilities. The site is also keyboard accessible. It can be navigated with only a keyboard. This helps users with poor vision who rely on a keyboard for navigation. This also means the site is compatible with keyboard emulators, meaning that it may be able to be accessed by users with motor disabilities. Navigation is another success on the site. The image on the right shows an example of one of the navigation bars used on the site. The site also utilizes breadcrumb headings in a secondary navigation bar. This helps users to always know where they are. Concise headings and labels are used to describe pages, which helps convey an overall comprehension of where they are on the site. Now that I've gone over where Target.com has been successful, I would like to offer some recommendations for improvement. My first recommendation would be to avoid slang/jargon. The image below shows an example of some abstract language that can be used on the site. These types of phrases can cause issues for users who are English second language speakers or for users who have cognitive disabilities. Therefore, I would remove them entirely. My second recommendation would be to ensure that grammar and capitalization rules are properly used at all times. The image below shows an example where these rules are not followed. This can cause issues for some users with cognitive disabilities. My last recommendation would be to test users who frequently use screen readers. The screen reader MVDA had issues with navigating the site. I am unsure if I encountered these duties because I am not a frequent user of screen readers, or if the site truly is not compatible with screen readers. I had to run tests to discover if this truly is a problem. If it is, steps can be taken to remedy it. So, why should Target make these improvements? I believe that making these improvements will drastically help users with disabilities on the site. In general, I believe that Target needs to recognize that users with disabilities may be more likely to access an online retail store versus a brick-and-mortar store. This is due to the logistical hardships a user with a disability might face physically getting out the door. Therefore, to improve this user's experience, I would make these improvements. Lastly, I think these improvements will help with overall usability of the site moving forward. Here are my references. Should you have any questions, please feel free to email me at jen.bergus@gmail.com. Thank you.